who boast in the surplus of their riches. No man can ransom himself or give God the price of his life. For the ransom of his life is too costly, that he should always live and never see the pit. For since even wise men will die, so the fool and the
I installed the new Firefox version, and it does seem to work, although I don't understand this nonsense of this new bar thing. It's just, why not just have the old bar? It was working without any issues. Now, it's not all bad in regards of Firefox on my website. It actually makes the square, instead of the old Firefox rounding the corners. What is this bullshit, If I haven't fixed round corners, don't fix round corners by default, And that's one of the bullshit moves that browsers are doing, that they are taking on themselves the features in regards to, instead of making the user, a square should be a standard square by default. If I fix a square, it shouldn't make corners on the squares by default. This is something that the users should, and of course all the naughty things that have been ongoing with Android as well, misusing pixels and in regards to the icons, it's just horrible. And I just like square things, instead of all this. It's not an improvement to make all this smoothness of corners and it just made it worse and worse and worse in regards of the icons. Like it was like that Android 10 or something like that I was running, and just even worse, just worse and worse and worse. Anyway, it seems to have some problems in regard to the last poem thing or whatever. A pretty maid, a Bible believer, was to a Catholic wed. To love all Bible truth and tales quite early she been bred. It sorely grieved her husband's heart that she would not comply, and join the mother church of Rome and heretics deny. So day by day he flattered her, but still she saw no good would ever come from bowing down to idols made of wood. The mass, the host, the miracles were made but to deceive, and transubstantiation too she never dared believe. I guess there might be a D that would be needed there, but that's, it would be nice if it actually was on one single line, and yet it breaks it. Well, I think I fixed it in regards to pre-thing, so oh well. Maybe one can break it already at this specific point, actually. Whatever come from bowing down to idols made of wood. I don't know if that could be. But anyway, one thing in regards of the new Firefox is that it's nice to see that it actually makes squares where and actually this square should really be the same size as this square over here. I should fix and I only should have one instead of two in regards of not this. It did seem to work in regards of background playing. If I do like this, it does seem to play, although sometimes it ends up stopping, so you would need to check. I would need to check the browser how long it actually continues to play the playlist. This is just sometimes the browsers do different things, and sometimes turns it off, and just anyway. So let's see here, the video player. Well, it does seem a little more smooth, but that's probably because there's not that many tabs open yet in the program. So let's see, it takes this clutter box here. It does seem to look somewhat of the same. Besides, see here, Firefox. Oh, there we go. You have this icon here, I guess. Well, that's in regards to this icon, I guess. I don't know why it. You do have like there was like this wonderful mobile thing in the if the website is not, then it would go on to mobile, and that's actually a very nice feature overall. You have these, it's just in regards to these. Apparently it's made gray, new tabs, bookmarks, history, downloads. Let's see here if that's more. That's more, okay. So, save collection. Yeah, whatever. So you have the home screen over here instead. Just fix that in. So a little less space in regards of. Oh, yeah, okay. But you can see the corners is done away. Anyway, let's try to see if. Let's move that up. Can I open it up? How is it done? Maybe okay.
Oh, hey there. I'm so glad you're joining me. This weather's looking scary. Better to travel with 2 or 3. You and me? I see we're heading to Erfurt, Germany. I'm going to finish up my studies at the university. It'll make my father proud, my mother, it will soothe her. Let me introduce myself. The name is Martin Luther.
Oh, it works. I just don't understand. Why don't they just give the full screen for this?
I'm heading on to practice law, my path seems clear.
Yeah, it's
but
bullshit.
Now the summer storm is getting so severe.
Just give me the full screen of my tabs instead of this just and I need to draw it up,
I'm looking for the whale and all I'm seeing is lightning flashing all around and all I'm feeling is thunder. And it's knocking me to the ground. I'm shouting out to St. Anna and I am anxious she ain't answering. Oh, the thunder and the lightning. I think I'm lost, oh, when will I be found? Lord, I'll become a monk if you will get me through. And I'll be dedicating every day to you. Your word, your ways, your wisdom, Lord, I will pursue. Oh, I'll become a monk if you will get me through this storm. I will check into the monastery.
It does seem to work in the background.
I'm a man of my word, shedding every monetary comfort, searching for whatever righteousness I can afford. But God's law is so lofty, how could I ever achieve all that He requires? A voice inside me softly wonders if eternal life is something I'll receive. What can I do to be preferred? Lord, keep me steadfast in your word. My heart is breaking, my soul.
But anyway, it works in the background. It does make something in the second screen window, which I don't think I actually get with the other browser. But let's try it. Open up. Oh, if it's not, it's probably all up. There we go. And see what if I get anything in the second screen. I don't think I do. Let's see here. Nope, nothing in the second screen window. I don't know if that's a positive thing or negative thing, but that's the thing it is.
הייתי בשבוע 21 של ההיריון.
Hebrew!
הייתה לי ירידת מים. מה שהרופאים אמרו זה הפסקת הריון בשבוע הבא.
And we got the context that fixed 4 things as well, and this seems to work.
אבל אנחנו רואים פה איזה משהו לא טוב. יש לו שתי רגליים קלאפ פוט. בבדיקת אולטרסאונד חוזרת גילו שיש לה התינוקת בעיה בגולגולת, שהגולגולת הפסיקה לצמוח.
הרופא התחיל להגיד שיש סיכוי גדול שיהיה לו משהו, בעיה עם הקרומוזומים.
אני הבנתי
Maybe I actually downloaded a file with where these already were, I can't remember, but
יהיה ברור שהפסקת הריון זה, כאילו הפלה זה לא אופציה, אבל המידע הזה פשוט שבר אותנו.
ברחם אימי הנני בירתה מגיעה לאוזנייך התפילה של הוריי נלחמים על חיי על נפשי על ימיי בידך עידודיי החזק בי לא טעות לא מקרה יעדת לי משפחה וחיים וחלום עם שמחה ושלום נפלאים מעשיך נפלאים מעשיך נפלאים מעשיך ונפשי יודעת מאוד.
היינו במצב של אי ידיעה, לא ידענו מה הולך להיות. פניתי לדבר אלוהים, אנחנו מאמינים שהתנ"ך בברית החדשה עם דבר אלוהים, ופשוט רציתי לקבל תשובה ברורה אלוהים. פתחתי בספר איוב, פרק י"ב, ושם נאמר לאלוהים החוכמה. החוכמה שייכת לאלוהים, לא לבני אדם. זה הרי דבר מובן מאליו, אלוהים נתן את החיים האלה.
עתידי לא אדע, אך תקווה לי אלוהי לא עוזב בקשיים בכאב מתוך סבל דמעות ויגון רק ממך ביטחון מה יקרתי לך אלוה ימלא פי הלב תודה לך אל תהילה בליבי אשירה לך נפלאים מעשיך נפלאים מעשיך נפלאים מעשיך ונפשי יודעת מאוד נפלאים מעשיך נפלאים מעשיך נפלאים מעשיך ונפשי יודעת מאוד.
הייתי מאושפזת בבית החולים 6 שבועות, ואז בשבוע 28 נולדה תינוקת בניתוח חירום. הייתה גם היפרדות שלי המוחלטת, פשוט הוציאו אותה בדיוק בזמן. כל הסיפור היה נס.
ההתחלה הייתה קשה, כי הייתה המון אי ודאות, הרבה בדיקות, היא נראתה ממש מוזר בגלל המבנה של הגולגולת. עכשיו היא בת 3.5, היא מאוד שמחה, תקשורתית, פעילה, היא אוהבת להצחיק, לפטפט בלי הפסקה. הוא ילד חמוד, יפה, גודל, שמנו לב שהוא מאוד שבב.
לכולנו יש אתגרים בחיים, ויש לדניאל אתגרים. אני מאמינה שהוא יצליח בכל דבר שהוא רוצה.
חיים, אתה נותן חיים, חיים, אתה נותן חיים, 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 אתה נותן חיים, 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 אתה
תהיה תוצאה סופית. נכון, יכול להיות שיהיה נכה. אז מה, נכה הוא לא בן אדם? גם נכה הוא בן אדם. ובן אדם שמביא אושר ושמחה לסובבים אותו.
שיניתי את התפיסה שלי, את המחשבות שלי, ממשהו רע, שיש תקווה. זה פחד שיש לנו ילד, ויהיה לו עתיד.
דרך ההתפתחות שלה היה המון עידוד, כי כל שלב שהיא עברה זה הביא שמחה כפולה, וכאילו היינו כל כך, כאילו, הנה עוד משהו היא עושה, והנה עוד דבר, שזה כביכול רגיל לילד רגיל.
הבת שלי, תודה לאל, היא בריאה שלמה, מתוקה, ואלוהים הוא זה שנותן חיים.
Well, it seems to work at least. So I still, I'm still not happy with this browser. If there should be a way to make this into a full screen thing instead of this nonsense that they've done. It's just one more, flick, and it's just unnecessary. Just give me the full screen. I don't need to see the background. I need the full screen. Just give me the full screen. I don't know if that's an option for it. That's probably not, but it should be. Should be a full screen to do like the good old days instead of this nonsense, But yeah, I understand that you people want more nonsense. Apparently, like you love these insanity things. Just make it work, But besides that, I don't know in regards of but it's just give me a break in regards of this moving. We'll see if I get more taps and all that, and I can only see 3. Like, let's try the other one, right? Way much bigger, and I don't know if you actually could make it smaller, but at least I have the full screen. I can see 4, and bigger screen apparently further. This one, I have smaller screen and I can see less, and I need to open it up to actually, it's bullshit. Absolutely bullshit, This is working much better, and it's much more fluent as well. It just feels much better instead of instead of the other thing. Anyway. Well, that's the nonsense you have. In regards to the squares, I guess I can fix some kind of thing in regards of the square. That's all, there's a lot of things that I need to, that I needed to work on or work. Anyway. So, if I can get the video player, actually the video player is missing the line in the, don't know what happened to that. I guess I toyed around with things and it got lost. Usually there's a bar here. So, not entirely sure where that went. I think it was when I toyed around, I would need to sort that out, but that will take probably hours to figure out as well, if I'm going to dig into that. We need to, let's see here. So yeah, I've installed the new Firefox thing. Still don't really, still rather want to keep to the old one here. It's just wonderful. There's nothing wrong with the, there's just minor things that should have been fixed, and this would have, like, losing the tabs and all that, that's just terrible. That should just have been a feature to say that. They didn't need to make a whole new thing in regards of Firefox and all that. It's just silly and unnecessary.